fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today for this week's WIP and Chat. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. WIP, W-I-P, stands for Work in Progress, and this is mine. You are welcome and encouraged to go grab whatever you are working on and work alongside while I chat. Or alternatively, you can treat this as a podcast and just listen while I chat. Today, I am going to be working on my Dreamer Designs Ye Old Christmas Shop. So let me zoom into where I'm going to be working and I will be right back. So what has been going on in my regular life? Not a ton. We replanted our buttercrisp lettuce, I think is the name of it. I've got to look up some recipes and see how to use it because I'm not familiar with it and I'm not really sure. I mean, it's lettuce. I assume you use it like lettuce, but I'm only used to eating iceberg and romaine, and I don't think it's crunchy like this. No, it's called butter crunch. I think that's the name of it. Anyway, I got to do a bit more research on it, but it's growing really nicely since we potted it into bigger pots. So there's that. The peppers are growing nicely too. And we'll see how my lavender makes it because I got a lavender plant as a thank you gift from the group I volunteer with. They were doing like a volunteer appreciation thing, and so we all got lavender plants. So I brought it home and thought, well, we have an extra pot left over, I'll put it in that. Well, I guess either hubby or I forgot to set it up on the planter, so it was still down on the ground, and my son comes in from outside. What is Oscar eating? I don't know. What do you mean? Well, he's got some potted plant. Well, I thought he'd knocked down some of the lettuce. So I go outside. No, he's luckily not eating the lavender, but chewing on the dirt, the potting soil that we had put in it. So I repotted it again, and it seems to be doing okay after being chewed on by Oscar, but we'll see. Hubby was out mowing the lawn and maybe broke and maybe fixed the lawnmower. We're not sure. It seems to be working okay, but he's decided that he would rather get a new one. So he's out shopping for a new one, trying to see what kind he wants. And there's several inexpensive kinds that we could buy, but I told him, I said I would be happy to get another John Deere. That's the kind of mower we got from my dad when my parents passed away. And it was probably 15 years old when we got it from them, and we used it for another 10 plus years. He did have to put it on the battery charger sometimes, but other than that, we never really had to do anything to it other than routine maintenance. So would love to get one that we don't have to keep worrying about every time he mows the lawn. Some chunk of metal came flying out of it, and he's not sure where the chunk of metal went. And by that, I mean he can't find where it went, and also he doesn't know what it came off of on the mower. So I've been busy this week. I was working on the inventory for my volunteer group. We have a cabinet full of supplies that we use, books and other reading material that we use when we're tutoring. And it had been quite some time since they had done that. So myself and another lady had volunteered to help with that. The other lady recently became a grandma, so she's been gone a lot visiting her granddaughter in another province. So I just decided this week that I was going to go down. The museum is now open. It used to only be open like 3 days a week during the winter. Now it's open every day because it's summer. So I went down every day this week to work on it and get the shelves organized and get the inventory taken. And I managed to get it all finished. All the shelves were organized. I even made labels for them with my label maker. I got my spreadsheet done. So I don't know how long it's going to stay that way because people are constantly taking things in and out of it, obviously. But I think the last time that they had done an inventory was like 2018. So that's almost 10 years. We talked about doing one maybe every 6 months or every year, doing an inventory to make sure that things are getting returned and stuff like that. And it's still not a complete inventory because people have things checked out. I didn't go through and include any of those items, so I just counted what was there. And as people bring stuff back in, I will add stuff. And if we do an inventory every 6 months or every year, then we should be able to keep on top better what the numbers are. Some of the stuff honestly just needs to get thrown away, but I don't think we're going to need a GED thing from 2014, but pretty sure the GED test has changed since then, but maybe it hasn't. I don't know. I didn't take it. So I got the inventory done. That felt really good to get that big project done. So now I can move on to some other project. Just like it felt really good for hubby and I to get done painting our closet doors. And now we just get to enjoy the doors looking all nice and white and fresh and clean. And I can't believe how good they turned out. I'm super happy with them. So I've been working on new projects and I've been trying to find other things to keep my hands busy. I find myself needing to keep my hands busy. I don't really know why, but so I decided to take up some crochet again. So I went out and bought some yarn, and I'm slowly working on crocheting a new blanket while we watch baseball and football. So I'm enjoying it. And then I also went out and bought some Zentangling supplies for myself. Like I said, I need to keep my hands busy. I should dig out I have some like crossword books, but I also have some puzzle books that are like murder mystery logic puzzles. I should dig those out. Myrtles is what they're called. I have a couple of those my daughter got me. I should dig those out and work on some of those. Also, I've been looking into doing some maybe solo D&D sessions. You can get, weird as it sounds, adventures that you can run by yourself. You keep like a journal. It's kind of like one of those pick your own adventure books. It sounds fun, so that might be something I do as well. Our shirts finally arrived. Yay! So I can stop waiting on those. Now I'm just waiting on the stuff that my daughter sent to me, which hopefully will be here next week because I'm anxious to get that stuff too. And then the biggest thing that we did, and the reason that I didn't put out a video yesterday, was we had a bunch of wood delivered. We are already getting our wood delivered for next winter so we can throw it into the basement, and then we have to stack it up down there. We have pallets down there that we stack it up on in racks. My youngest was throwing the wood in through the window for us, wheelbarrowing it over and throwing it in the window, and then hubby and I were busy stacking it all up. And it's only half of it. We still have the other half coming on sometime next week. So hopefully I will get some stuff done ahead of time so that I don't forget. We weren't expecting him to deliver the wood when he did, so we just kind of all hands on deck, and it wasn't until I went to bed that I was like, oh no, I was supposed to finish a video for today. Whoops. Because also I think in my head I was thinking that it was Thursday instead of Friday. I hate it when my days get all messed up like that. We're also still waiting on our gazebo / tent thing and our swing, which are supposed to be here next week. So hopefully we can get those set up so we have time to sit outside and enjoy them before it starts turning cold again, because the days are already getting shorter, crazy as that seems. All right, I think that's everything I wanted to tell you for my regular life. What do I want to tell you about my diamond painting life? There hasn't been a ton going on other than I feel like I was really productive this week because I was getting up and going to the museum every day to work on the cabinets. I was diamond painting every day, which means I made some really good progress. I think once I finish this section, I will be slightly over halfway done with this one, which would be amazing. It is super confetti heavy. This is actually a section where it's not super duper confetti. Some of the windows and the flowers and some of the ornate stuff at the top have been much more confetti, but there are also a lot of ABs. Not only did it come with like 10, I added in more ABs and more fairy dust. So it can get a little bit tedious sometimes trying to work with all of the ABs, but it's going to be really amazing looking when it's done, I think. This was a perfect kit to add all the extra ABs into. In other news, I finished Benedict Blue. Absolutely loved how that one turned out. I was considering framing that one and hanging it in the bathroom, but then I had a different idea for what I want to do for artwork in the bathroom, so I don't think that's going to happen now, but I love how it turned out. So I finished Benedict Blue, and then I started working on my Coliseum Make Market kit. I don't have a ton of it done, but it is round, so it goes a lot faster than this one. Not only because it's round, but because there's a lot less confetti in it than in this one. A lot more multi-placing, at least what I've done so far. This one though, even when it gets confetti heavy, I just remind myself, okay, just take it one drill at a time, one color at a time. I'm not in a race. I'm not trying to rush my way through. I'm just trying to work on it, enjoy the process, and that has helped because before I know it, I'm done with that section and I'm ready to move on. So even though it feels like maybe it's a super heavy confetti section, it isn't. Just what is that Dory says? Just keep swimming. Just keep drilling. Just keep drilling. Also, on a side note, Sylvia sent me a note. She visits her granddaughter twice a year, at Christmas and in July, and she sometimes watches the channel with her granddaughter, who thought it was really cool that I was doing a Christmas in July kit because those are the 2 times that Grandma comes down to visit. So I told her to tell her granddaughter hi, and she's like, oh, she was so excited. That was so kind of you. And I thought, gosh, thank you. But also, I just said hi. It wasn't like I did anything super special, I don't think. So I didn't catch the little girl's name, but Sylvia's granddaughter, hi, in case she's watching this week. If not, maybe Sylvia can go back and replay it for her so she can see me saying hi. And I suddenly realized I was talking to you guys about doing some kind of diamond painting thing to meet up with other diamond painters. There is a shop that sells diamond paintings in town. So I think what I might do is go visit the shop and see, like, do they have classes that they do? Do they have like diamond painting nights? Would they be interested in doing one? It's a way for them to maybe sell some stuff and also just to get some people in the door. No, I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be interesting. Who knows what they think? But that's something I thought about. We can have quilting bees and crochet meetups and stuff. We can have diamond painting bees, right? What would you call it instead of a quilting bee? Just a diamond painting meetup? Anyway, so I've been working on this kit, and like I said, I've been working on it pretty consistently, so I'm happy about that. And then I was going to tell you guys about some of the new canvases I bought because my video yesterday was supposed to be about my collection count. So that one will probably be coming out on Tuesday, since I didn't manage to get it out on Saturday. But now I don't want to tell you because I don't want to spoil the surprise. I bought some new kits. I think I mentioned that. I bought some from Michael's and I bought some from Hobby Lobby. But one of them was not what I thought it was, and I've never done any of the others, so it'll be interesting to see for me what the quality is like and if it was worth what I spent on them. I'm still waiting on a couple of kits to be delivered. I did get a notification that one of them is on the way, or at least the courier has it, whatever that means. So I'm hopeful that that one will arrive fairly soon. The other one is supposed to be from a Canadian company, but it's coming, I think, directly from China. So who knows when that one will get here. But I'm anxious to get both of them. Both of those are new to me companies as well. I should have done new to me companies as a goal this year because that'll be 3 new to me companies that I just purchased stuff from, which is about how many I did the year I made it a goal. So, all right, what else has been going on in my diamond painting life? I really think that's kind of it. I've just been working on this kit and trying to get it finished. I didn't make any release papers for this particular kit, mostly because I started this one last year, and me doing release papers for each kit was kind of a goal for this year. So I already had like my little logo sheets on this one from when I had started it, because I think when I picked this one back up, I had done maybe 3 sections on it. No, I'd done a whole row. So I take that back. I'd done 5 sections on it because I'd done a whole row across or down one side, down the right side. So I'd done one whole section, but I'm feeling pretty good about the progress that I've made on this one. Like I said, it is very confetti heavy in spots, but then I get some sections like this where it's not too bad, and I get to do some multi-placing. So doing this section right here with the whole row across of all the same color, a nice break from all the confetti. I did a bunch of the confetti before I started filming, so I was filling in. I try to start, like usual, doing all of the ABs first. I had all those done. And I've been pleasantly surprised. There is some gapping with this, but nothing like I would have thought, and nothing like I was afraid of based on my previous, the only square kit that I had done for them from Dreamer Designs. So that has been nice as well. So yeah, just trying to finish this up, get this section done, move on to the next section. Like I said, this one isn't very confetti heavy compared to some of the other ones. So, oh, I forgot to tell you guys, hubby was making fun of me. I think I told you guys about me spilling the cocoa the other day when I was baking stuff, and then I ended up flicking the teaspoon behind the stove, and hubby and I just busted out laughing. And then the other day, he wanted me to throw the dog's toy, which I did, but I threw it poorly and it went down behind the couch. And Oscar was so pitiful because he saw it go behind there and he's like, oh no, it's gone forever. And he was so sad until hubby managed to dig it out. It got caught in the curtain, so it didn't fall all the way down. We didn't have to move the furniture to get it, which was good because that would have been terrible. But I definitely need to improve my aim. Throwing the teaspoon behind the stove and then throwing the dog's toy behind the couch might win me some America's Funniest Home Video Awards, but nothing else. But I knew it was funny both times. I laughed at myself both times because sometimes that's all you can do is just laugh. I think all I've got left is greens in here now for this section. Oh, there's a couple of reds right there. Let me do those. And I just have two of those little green ones. I think that's everything I wanted to tell you guys. It seemed like a lot more when I was writing down all of my notes, but I think I make my notes too involved. Maybe I just need to start doing a bullet list, and then it'll feel like I'm talking longer than my notes are. Oh no, we'll see. What's today's lesson of the week? I'm impatient, waiting on my shirts. They finally showed up. Now I'm waiting on the gazebo tent thing and the swing because I want to swing on the swing, and still impatiently waiting for the stuff that my daughter sent to arrive. So we'll see how long all of that takes. Oh, and impatiently waiting for my diamond paintings to arrive. So I'm learning to be impatiently patient, if that makes sense. All right, guys, I think that's it for me today. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video through all of my rambling. If you are working on a project in July, let me know what you're working on. We don't have a diamond paint along this month, which is why I'm kind of doing a Christmas in July thing. So if you're also doing a Christmas in July thing, let me know that. That would be cool beans. I would love to know that. And also to have you post pictures in the Facebook group. Before you leave, guys, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Your life is so hard, Oscar. Oh, did I wake you up?